For years, I told myself I was waiting for the right moment. I thought I needed more confidence, more savings, or a clearer plan. I believed that once everything felt secure, I would finally begin, but the moment never arrived. Instead, I carried a quiet dissatisfaction that followed me through ordinary days. It surfaced on Sunday evenings and in small conversations where I pretended I was fully content. One night, after everyone else had gone to bed, I sat alone at my kitchen table. The house was silent. I had been researching a career change for years, reading articles and watching interviews, yet I had never taken real action. That night, I asked myself a different question. What if I stopped preparing and did one small thing instead? The idea felt uncomfortable. Preparation feels productive, but it is often a disguise for fear. As long as I was planning, I could avoid the risk of failure. I could protect the dream by keeping it theoretical. If I never tried, I would never have to discover my limits. So I opened a blank document and wrote a rough outline of the idea I had carried for so long. It was not impressive. It was messy and uncertain, but it existed. Saving that file felt small on the surface, yet something shifted internally. The dream was no longer only in my imagination, it had entered reality. The next morning, doubt arrived quickly. Who did I think I was? Why would anyone pay attention to what I created? I had responsibilities and a stable job. Wanting something different felt risky, but I also realized that staying still carried its own cost. Avoidance had been slowly draining my energy for years. I decided to focus on consistency instead of intensity. Each day I committed to one small action. Sometimes it was updating a paragraph or researching a practical detail. Other times it required more courage, like sharing my idea with someone I trusted. I stopped waiting to feel confident. I acted while feeling uncertain. Progress was not dramatic. Some efforts received little response. A few ideas failed completely. In the past, I would have taken that as proof that I was not capable. This time, I treated setbacks as information. If something did not work, I adjusted and tried again. Over time, I noticed a change in how I described myself. I was no longer someone who wanted to start something. I was someone building something. That shift influenced my behavior. When you see yourself in motion, you begin to search for the next step naturally. The process also required boundaries. Not everyone understood why I wanted change. Some people were supportive, others were skeptical. I learned to listen without absorbing every opinion. Risk looks different depending on your experience. I had to trust that my desire for growth was valid. Time became a tool rather than an obstacle. I stopped waiting for large blocks of freedom and used the time I had. 30 focused minutes a day added up quickly. Small actions created momentum. Momentum built confidence. Financial fear was real, so I approached it practically. I saved more intentionally and reduced unnecessary expenses. I tested my idea on a smaller scale before making larger decisions. Taking action did not mean ignoring reality. It meant engaging with it directly. Months later, I realized that the dream itself had evolved. By working on it, I discovered new strengths and refined my direction. Thinking had never given me that clarity. Only movement did. Looking back, the most important change was internal. Success was not defined by one big achievement. It was defined by the habit of showing up for myself. Every time I chose action over hesitation, I strengthened my self-trust. If you're waiting for perfect certainty, it may never come. You do not need the entire plan. You need the next small step. Action creates clarity. Clarity builds confidence, and confidence grows through repetition. Pursuing your dreams will include doubt and revision. It will test your patience. But there is deep satisfaction in participating fully in your own life. Taking action does not promise instant results. It promises growth, and growth is what transforms a possibility into something real.
From your teacher at Advanced English Academy. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video useful. Like and subscribe to continue improving your English.